let's all pause for the singing of the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
That was our awesome Dr. T English teacher who has done a fantastic job for us, and she is going to be moving on to greener pastures as a principal at another school. I will not name that school, but it's not in Orange County schools. And certainly we wish her all the best. Thank you, Dr. T. Welcome to Partnership Academy's Class of 2020 Commencement Exercises. Woo! Can we get a honk honk? Again, I want to take care of just a little bit of housekeeping. And the first thing we want to do is certainly thank Mr. McDonald and the Orange County Speedway for being such a gracious host. Thank you. Can we get a toot-toot for the Speedway? Thank you. Again, thank you for your cooperation also with remaining inside your vehicles. I'm up here talking and my mask is not staying on. I should have ordered a quadruple X because I have such a big head, but we're gonna go ahead and get started, keep this mask on. So, congratulations, seniors. And we'd like to take this opportunity to tell this awesome graduating class how proud we are of what each of you has accomplished and to thank those of you who have helped along the way. Would the parents and the guardians and families of the senior class please make your pride and your presence known by giving a mighty toot toot beep beep, raise the roof. All right. Absolutely, that's awesome. We want to thank each one of you, parents and guardians, for the relationship you've built with the staff at Partnership Academy and for the patience, support, and love you have shown to your graduate while on this 12 or 13 or 14, however many years it was, journey to graduation. We also, and by God's grace, we've all made it. That's a big, big accomplishment. We're proud of you. All right. We'd also like to recognize the faculty and staff team here at Partnership Academy. Would you guys please stand? Wave your hand, all right, say staff, please. All right, all around, excellent. Your commitment and dedication is evident in the countless hours you have spent creating an environment where learning is personalized, where students can succeed and feel like they belong, where life's lessons extend far beyond the classroom, and where students are valued and loved. Now, I know that there were times when the staff was hard on you seniors, And best believe there were times you guys were pretty hard on the staff too. But the staff team has pushed you out of your comfort zones and challenged you to excellence. And it's now time for you graduates to step out of the nest and go mad, M-A-D, go make a difference in the world. Thank you, staff and faculty, for all that you've done and you continue to do. Before I go any further, I'd like to take a special moment to recognize any Partnership Academy alums that are here. If you're here, just toot your horn if you're, all right, we got an alum in the house. Absolutely, that's awesome. We are one big family and we appreciate these opportunities for family to reconnect. And it's wonderful to see you guys, all right? Another instrumental group of professionals who support the staff and students at Partnership Academy are the Orange County Schools district faculty and staff. And we're gonna ask you to just wave your hand. If you work for Orange County Schools, any teachers or directors or anyone, we wanna recognize you. If you're in your car, toot your horn, wave your hand. Awesome. All right. Orange County Schools team. Absolutely awesome. Thank you. And I would like to truly recognize and extend a special thank you to the members of the Orange County Schools Board of Education. We have Mr. Will Atherton, chairman of the board right here, if you would. There we go. He can't blow his horn, but he can wave his hand, right? There we go. And we have Miss Sarah Smiley to my right. Can we get a big toot-toot for the school board? All right. All right. At this time, I would like to introduce as well as give a special thank you to a woman who listens while she leads. A woman who has been an extremely strong support and activist for Partnership Academy. A woman who in a very short time has instructed, encouraged, and inspired many, and especially me. I am honored to introduce to you our Orange County School Superintendent, Dr. Monique Felder. Let's get a big toot toot beep beep. Thank you.
Oh, a toot toot and a beep beep. Okay. Well, congratulations, Partnership Academy class of 2020. You made it. You did it. Today, you are crossing the finish line on this chapter of your lives, and we could not be more proud of you. Just look above. The clouds parted, the sky has opened, and the sun came out just for all of you. I also want to take this opportunity to thank our Board of Education. This is teamwork. And you wouldn't be here today without them and the support of Mr. Farrington, your fearless, passionate leader, and all of the staff here at Partnership Academy as well as throughout the district. And so, as Mr. Farrington said, thank you to them as well. Also want to thank all of our families. Thank you. Students, I know that you did not get to this finish line by yourself. It took a team effort, and we couldn't be more grateful to the partnership that we have with your families. So thank you, families. And last but not least, a very happy Father's Day to all the fathers in the crowd. I can't imagine a better way to spend your Father's Day than to see your child graduate today. So let's toot toot, beep beep, all of that. Okay. All right, so back to our graduates. So today marks an incredibly important day for all of you. As I speak with you today, I can't help but think about what a unique situation we find ourselves in. Who gets to graduate at a speedway? You guys are making history. And I know that this certainly it certainly is the first drive-in, drive-through speedway graduation ceremony that I participated in. And while I know it probably isn't what many of you dreamt of, the uniqueness of this situation certainly makes me think about all of the firsts that you've experienced as students over the past 13 years. So I think back to the first day of kindergarten. You remember that day. When you started school, you know, tiny little students dwarfed by your colorful backpacks. Well, for you, as children, it's the beginning of a beautiful, challenging, exciting, and sometimes difficult journey towards graduation. But for your parents, it's a bittersweet moment because we know our babies are growing up. And since that first moment, you have all worked so hard. You fought to master complicated concepts in math and science, history, the North Carolina heat with regards to competitions, and just engaged in a lot of activities at school that helped to get you to where you are today. All of you have overcome challenge after challenge to make it to today. And these past few months have been, to put it lightly, pretty hard. So, as we think about, while we face this unprecedented time and these challenging times, you have all showed me and all of the adults here today celebrating you strength. You have shown strength in a way that some adults have not been able to show strength. And I want to take this moment to applaud all of you for how courageously you've handled this pandemic. While today we celebrate you in this fashion, just know we're going to keep our word here in Orange County Schools because we are planning a more traditional graduation celebration as soon as it is safe for us to do so. So stay tuned. But back to that first day of kindergarten. When we knew our babies, and yes, you will always be our babies, are growing up. Today, we know that you are young adults who are ready to embark on the next big adventure, whether it's starting college, jumping into a career, or serving our country, or just taking time to figure out what your heart really wants to do next. From here, you will chart your own path. No graduating class has ever faced what you all are facing right now. So hold your heads up high as you enter this next stage. And again, congratulations to the class of 2020 and all the best to all of you on this next chapter of your lives. Thank you. All right. Okay, so at this time, I have the honor and privilege of introducing Mr. Will Atherton, Chair of our Board of Education. Mr. Atherton.
Hello, Partnership Academy Senior Class of 2020. I'm Will Atherton, Chair of the Orange County School Board, and we would like to congratulate you and tell you how proud of each and every one of you we are. We know this has not been an easy senior year in our school, in our community, and at home. You have seen firsthand how quickly our world can change. We've all had to reevaluate what is most important to us. No one could have predicted how very different your graduation class would be compared to all those before you. Your sacrifices have proven that you will adapt, overcome, and truly represent the future in a way never seen before, as you are our future. Be proud of your accomplishments, be excited for your future, and always aspire to be unique and authentic, always. Congratulations to our Partnership Academy Senior Class of 2020. Thank y'all.
Before I introduce Mr. Gilbert, who is going to have some words for you guys, I'm gonna take this off and speak a little like this. I want to acknowledge and recognize two other very special groups. One is our former staff and faculty from Partnership, teachers that used to teach here and have moved on to retirement, living the dream. And if you guys are in the building or in the track, please give us a toot toot beep beep. All right, all right. Great, great. Thank you guys for being here to support our graduates. You guys had a very important part in helping these graduates get to this point. And my last group I want to recognize is any volunteers or substitute teachers who supported us and helped us throughout the tough times and anytime we need to lean on you. If you're in the track, please give us a toot toot beep beep. All right, all right. We got you. Well, we thank you for all you do and give. At this time, I'd like to introduce to you Mr. Michael Gilbert, our awesome English, social studies teacher. Our awesome social studies teacher, and he'll have a few words.
Thank you, Mr. Farrington. Since he knows I have more than a few words, he made me write it down. So, first, good afternoon, graduates of the class of 2020, families, esteemed guests. In a world that's become so dark and unsettled in recent months, each of you graduates represents a ray of light and a hope that our futures will continue to be better than our past. One of my favorite artists once wrote that the future remains unwritten, and it is entirely up to you to put pen to paper and create a future in your own vision. That being said, we must also remember that tomorrow is promised to no one. You must make the most of the opportunities that are before you today. But today we are celebrating your graduation from Partnership Academy. The greatest thing about partnership, and some would say probably the worst, is that you have the same teachers over and over again. Sometimes, many times, in the same day. To me, it was a gift. Not only because it provided me the opportunity to torment you multiple times in the same day, but also I was blessed with the gift of watching you grow as learners and to become the people you are today. I finally look back on that time. The inside jokes, the nicknames, the practical jokes. Beasley, Kurtz, I haven't forgotten. Hopefully, or in time, my therapist assures me that the impact of these events will hopefully fade. But what will remain are the memories of the people each of you have become. And I thank you for that. Congratulations again to the class of 2020. Please keep in touch and share all of the great things that you will do as you move forward in this world. It is now my honor to introduce a video message from Miss Kristen Cooper, the First Lady of the great state of North Carolina.
Guys, it's Kaya. First, I want to say thank you so much for everybody coming out, and a big thanks to everybody at Partnership Academy who has dealt with me and my craziness. You guys are the best. You guys are my support system. You guys have been rooting for me the whole time. Being at Partnership really just changed me for the better. They opened my eyes to so much, showed me that I had so much potential that I hadn't ever even thought about that I had. And I'm so glad that they did that for me. I'm so glad that they put me on the right paths that I needed to go, and I can't thank them enough. These guys are great. Thank you so much.
Hello everyone, this is Beth Creech. I'm the Partnership Academy School Social Worker. I think most of you know who I am. Today I'm here to congratulate all of our 2020 graduates. I know that all of our staff are really proud of all the hard work that you've done this school year, and I really hope that you're proud of yourself. I know that you've worked a lot of years and you've worked really hard to get here. It's been a major accomplishment. And I know that there's some of you who might have had some times where you didn't think you were gonna make it, but you did. You persevered and you got yourself across that finish line. We are all really proud of you. And I know that everybody is kind of giving you a lot of their own advice right now, and so I'm going to add to that advice. For me, I think about what really helps us get where we want to be in life. And for me, I think it's not just about where you get, it's also about how you get there. I think that it's important to follow a really simple rule in life, and it is not a new rule. Most of you have probably heard this before, but that's you treat other people with the same way that you would want to be treated. You treat other people with kindness, with dignity, and with respect. And you practice that on a daily basis. Even when life throws things at you that just knock you sideways, how you advocate for yourself in that moment and still show dignity and respect to the people around you, it will take you really far in life. I like to think what you put out into the world will come back at you. The final piece that I'd like to say is that once you're a partnership student, you are always a part of our partnership pride. Always. You're not done with us yet. So if you run into things in life out there that throw up barriers for you, we want you to be successful in accomplishing the goals that you have in life. And we know that your journey is not over. You run into something and you're not sure what to do with it, give us a call, email us. We'll be happy to help you problem solve through it. Good luck out there, graduates. We love you all.
Hello, graduates of 2020. Your time of partnership has come to a close, and it only seems like it was an infinity war. You worked hard, got the grades you needed, and persevered through some tough times. Congratulations. Looking back now, it probably all seems like it passed in just a snap of your fingers. Jonathan, Micaiah, Jake, Cameron, Anna, Amari, Alicio, Juana, Jessica, Nina. You have finished one part of your lives and are now beginning the next phase, leaving childhood behind. You'll be faced with more challenges, but also more opportunities to make your life as you want it to be. Take those challenges and always strive to better yourself so you can better your world. Look after and support the important people in your lives so they can help you when you need it. Just like me and my friends, we are stronger together. Always remember, you did something worthwhile at partnership. You got the job done. You earned those diplomas. Now go have a great life.
Well, congratulations, class of 2020. You're here. And I know in August, you probably had no idea this is what it was going to look like to be here. And so that reminds me. Randy Pausch once said, you don't get to change the cards you're dealt, just how you play them in your hand. And with so many things going on in this world, so many unexpected problems that have come up, especially just in the last 6 months, have been a very tumultuous and unique time. And we don't get to pick how these events work. We only get to choose how we react to them. And congratulations today on receiving your diploma. The diploma is showing that you have some control and that you can be part of the solution to all of these problems facing our world today. And with that, I would like to challenge you to continue to be part of the solution and make us proud that you're an alumni of Partnership Academy. Congratulations.
Hey guys. My grandmother, Sarah Teitelbaum, was 75 years old when she got her bachelor's degree. And I tell you that as an object lesson in that it's never too late to change your mind. It's never too late to start over. I've moved across the country 3 times to change careers, to just make my life better. So whether it's a relationship or a job or just wanting something different, don't be afraid to start over, to change your mind. Love you.
Hey, class of 2020, I'm sitting outside my house and I'm listening to my neighbor's music and wanted to send you a quick message wishing you well into the future. And I thought of my brother. My brother, he was number 4 out of 11. I'm number 9 out of 11. And I was building swimming pools right out of high school, and he said, why aren't you going to college? I said, and I never told anybody this before, I said, I don't read well and I don't think I'm smart enough. He said, moron. how'd you get to be a good wrestler? And I was stunk at wrestling at the beginning. And I said, practice. He said, how do you get to be a good reader? He put me on a reading program. He inspired me to take some chances and take risks. And I really am thankful that he inspired me to do that. Take risks, young people. Put yourself out there. Believe in yourselves. I love you.
Congratulations, class of 2020. I am so proud of you for making it to graduation day. You have closed this chapter of your life and you are ready to embark on an amazing journey. To help you understand this journey, we are going to read Oh, the Places You'll Go by Dr. Seuss, one of my favorite books. Congratulations, today is your day. You're off to great places, you're off and away. You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. You're on your own and you know what you know. And you are the guy who will decide where to go. You'll look up and down streets, look them over with care. About some you will say, I don't choose to go there. With your head full of brains and your shoes full of feet, you're too smart to go down any not so good street. And you may not find any you'll want to go down. In that case, of course, you'll head straight out of town. It's opener there, in the wide open air. Out there things can happen and frequently do to people as brainy and footsy as you. And when things start to happen, don't worry, don't stew. Just go right along. You'll start happening too. Oh, the places you'll go. You'll be on your way up, you'll be seeing great sights. You'll join the high flyers who soar to high heights. You won't lag behind because you'll have the speed. You'll pass the whole gang and you'll soon take the lead. Wherever you fly, you'll be best of the best. Wherever you go, you will top all the rest.
Except when you don't, because sometimes you won't. I'm sorry to say so, but sadly it's true that bang-ups and hang-ups can happen to you. You can get all hung up in a prickly perch and your gang will fly on. You'll be left in a lurch. You'll come down from the lurch with an unpleasant bump, and the chances are then that you'll be in a slump. And when you're in a slump, you're not in for much fun. Unslumping yourself is not easily done. You will come to a place where the streets are not marked. Some windows are lighted, but mostly they're dark. A place you could sprain both your elbow and chin. Do you dare to stay out? Do you dare to go in? How much can you lose? How much can you win? And if you go in, should you turn left or right? Or right and 3/4, or maybe not quite? Or go around back and sneak in from behind? Simple it's not, I'm afraid you will find. For a mind maker upper to make up his mind. You can get so confused that you'll start in to race down long wiggled roads at a breaknecking pace and grind on for miles across weirdish wild space, headed, I fear, toward a most useless place. The waiting place. For people just waiting. Waiting for a train to go, or a bus to come, or a plane to go, or the mail to come, or the rain to go, or the phone to ring, or the snow to snow, or waiting around for a yes or no, or waiting for their hair to grow. Everyone is just waiting. Waiting for the fish to bite, or waiting for...
With banner flip-flapping, once more you ride high, ready for anything under the sky, ready because you are that kind of guy. All the places you go, there's fun to be done, there are points to be scored, there are games to be won. And the magical things you can do with that ball, will make you the winningest winner of all. Fame? You'll be famous as famous can be, with the whole wide world watching you on TV. Except when they don't, 'cause sometimes they won't. I'm afraid that sometimes you play lonely games too, games you can't win, 'cause you play against you. All alone, whether you like it or not, alone will be something you'll be quite a lot. And when you're alone, there's a very good chance you'll meet things that scare you right out of your pants. There's some down the road between hither and yon that can scare you so much you won't want to go on. But on you will go, though the weather be foul. On you will go, though the enemies prowl. On you will go, though the hacking cracks howl. Onward up many a frightening creek, though your arms may get sore and your sneakers may leak. On and on you will hike, and I know you'll hike far, and face up your problems, whatever they are. You'll get mixed up, of course, as you already know. You get mixed up with so many strange birds as you go. So be sure when you step with great care and great tact. And remember that life's a great balancing act. Just never forget to be dexterous and deft, and never mix up your right foot with your left. And will you succeed? Yes, you will indeed. 98.75% guaranteed. Kid, you will move mountains. So, be your name Buxbaum or Bixby or Bray or Mordecai, Ali, Van Allen or Shay. You're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting, so get on your way.
Hello, I know that for a lot of you graduates, graduation is going to be different this year, but that doesn't mean that you can't still celebrate and that we're not still proud of you. So Adelaide, who's a little shy, and I would all like to say congratulations to the Orange County class of 2020. We know you'll be doing great things with your life. Good luck out there.
And as everyone knows, the last speaker was First Lady Cooper, not the first speaker. Now, the first speaker was an awesome student, Micaiah Beasley, and she may one day be a First Lady. Right? Or governor. That's exactly right. My ladies corrected me on that. Thank you, ladies. She may be the governor or the president. So you never know. The places you'll go. At this moment, I would like to introduce our actual commencement speaker. I know you've heard from the staff and several folks here on stage, but the commencement speaker is probably one of the best speakers of all time. His name is Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And this video clip where he is speaking is a very rarely seen clip where he did a 20-minute speech to a group of junior high school students at that time. It wasn't middle school. They were actually ninth graders in junior high in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania at Barrett Junior High School back in 1967. However, his speech still applies, and it's been sliced to about 2.5, maybe 3 minutes. So I want you to really pay attention to these 2.5, 3 minutes, because just as they had an incredible impact on the lives of the young folks that heard him in October of 1967, I think it'll have an incredible impact on each of our lives and your lives. So with no further ado, I introduce to you Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and do you have a blueprint for your life?
This is the most important and crucial period of your lives, for what you do now and what you decide now at this age may well determine which way your life shall go. And the question is whether you have a proper, a solid, and a sound blueprint. And I want to suggest some of the things that should be in your life's blueprint. Number one in your life's blueprint should be a deep belief in your own dignity, your own worth, and your own somebodyness. Don't allow anybody to make you feel that you are nobody. Always feel that you count. Always feel that you have worth. And always feel that your life has ultimate significance. Secondly, in your life's blueprint, you must have, as a basic principle, the determination to achieve excellence in your various fields of endeavor. You're going to be deciding as the days and the years unfold what you will do in life, what your life's work will be. Once you discover what it will be, set out to do it, and to do it well. Be a bush if you can't be a tree. If you can't be a highway, just be a trail. If you can't be the sun, be a star. For it isn't by size that you win or you fail. Be the best of whatever you are. Finally, in your life's blueprint must be a commitment to the eternal principles of beauty, love, and justice. Well, life for none of us has been a crystal stair, but we must keep moving. We must keep going. If you can't fly, run. If you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl, but by all means, keep moving.
At this time, we will have the presentation of diplomas and awards, but I want to give one more round of applause to the team and especially to the commencement speaker and that powerful, brief but powerful message from Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Can't forget it. So at this time, I will ask Mrs. Cates and Mrs. Rosario to please approach the microphone, and we're going to ask that as they call the student's name, we're going to ask the student, we're going to let you know you're going to be accompanied by your theme music, student. So you're going to have to get out of your car, you and mom walk right up, come right through the opening here. You're going to come around the front of the stage, and you're going to come up the steps to receive your diploma. And we will meet you here to give you that diploma and any awards that you may have earned this year. All righty. I'm going to step aside and let the ladies do their thing.
I'd like to say good afternoon, and to the class of 2020, congratulations. I did not do a video just because I wanted to speak myself, and I wanted to say that I know some of you are probably thinking, why in the world is all of this stuff happening to us? And I ask you guys a question, why not you? I have never in my life met a generation of young people that is so determined, they persevere, they will get it done, and if you guys don't know how to do it, you figure it out how to do it better. So we are so proud of you, and I get the honor to call the first graduate to the stage. World, ready or not, because here she comes, Miss Micaiah Beasley.
Lynn Camargo.
When we go to bed at night, we won't turn out the light until we made it right and repair the fight. We talk about what's tough, not afraid to bring it up. We laugh when times are rough. All of is enough to carry us through. You bring me roses on a Tuesday, kiss me at the red light. We both like to walk down in Shelby Park. You hold my head at bedtime, you know my favorite wine. This is why we were right
In the middle of the day, you turn to me and say, come on, let's get away. Skip this town for a day. Get behind the wheel and drive. We don't care about the time with you by my side. I don't need to hide, I feel alive. You bring me coffee in the morning, toasted with a love note. We both like to take it on a Sunday night. You know just when to kiss me, you know I don't like whiskey.
Alicio Grimaldo. Jessica Ann Kurtz.
I have the honor and the privilege of announcing this year's Perseverance Award. This was extremely difficult this year because everyone graduating has overcome personal storms in their lives, but we could only choose one. Several years ago, this particular student lost his mother. A few years ago, his dad, having his own struggles and challenges, he was not able to be present. And earlier this school year, at the tender age of 22, his sister, a wife, a mother, and she was a PA alum, passed away. He told us he wanted to quit and throw in the towel, but I'm proud to say that he didn't. He had a lot of weight on his shoulders, but he didn't give up. The race isn't given to the fastest or the strongest, but to the one that keeps pushing, that keeps going, and keeps fighting. I know that his mom, his dad, his sister, and his entire family is proud of him because he made it to the end. This year's Perseverance Award is Mr. Jonathan Kendall Simmons.
Jacob Dylan Turner. And last but certainly not least, Nina Elizabeth Williams.
We're going to do something a little bit different right here. Nina Williams is going to be presented with an award, and I'm going to introduce Miss Charlene and Jeff Campbell, and I'm going to let them come up because they have a very prestigious organization, and I'm going to let them tell you about it, and then I'll be back to talk about Nina a little bit more. Come right on.
Okay, I've got to do this without tearing up. I'm going to do my best. Jeff and I started a mentoring organization back in 2012, and we've been mentoring kids in grades 6 through 12 since then, and we love everything about it that we do. We met Nina before she even got to be in the 6th grade. I think it may have been even before elementary school, and Nina has been like one of my daughters ever since. She's a strong girl. She's a strong young woman that has gone through a lot, and I really appreciate the village that has been around her, that's making her and keeping her the strong woman that she is. I want to thank Partnership and the Orange County Schools for supporting her because I see them as standing in the gap. So many kids fall into the gap and can't get out, and I appreciate Partnership for being there to help pull them out of that gap. So thank you. Upon graduation, we give our graduates a little gift and a plaque. So I'm going to keep doing this. I haven't shed a tear yet. I'm doing really well. I'm doing really well. Jeff is gonna, I'm gonna, you know. I love you, Nina. God has given you many gifts. You've shared them with me throughout the years. So I want you to continue to use those gifts, develop those gifts. And we're not going anywhere. So whatever Jeff and I can do to help you develop those gifts, we're here. I love you.
I love you too.
I love you too, Mr. Jeff.
Absolutely. Each year, Partnership Academy gives a Principals Award, and that Principals Award is just based on the student that kind of models the ideal characteristics and traits that a principal would love to have in each of his students. And this year, I could say I really think I could give 9 or 10 of those Principal Awards, and it was really tough making that decision. But Nina every day would come in and check in with me, and she would make sure my tie was straight, I had on chapstick, my fingers were not ashy, hands were not ashy, I had to make sure I had lotion on. So she made sure that before I went out to the public, I was presentable. Thank you, Nina. She kept me in line, and I mean, she was abrupt with it, too. Mr. Farrington, you ashy. It looked like you've been making biscuits. So I tell you, she kept me in line. She really did. But she also was a student that we could go to and say, hey, we have a new student, a new young lady, and we'd like for you to come alongside her, make friends, and kind of show her and teach her the ways, how we do things in Partnership, just the ways of the school. And she had no problem jumping in, making a friend. And most of our students, our leaders, our seniors, were willing to take that role. Like I said, I could give each one of them an award. But Nina, the award goes to you this time. Thank you. And I'm wearing my chapstick I'm starting to get ashy though. So this is the Principal's Award, and I'm also gonna give you your diploma as well. All right? So there you go.
Thank you.
All righty. Let me get a toot toot beep beep. Principal's Award, nice. All right, and so you're gonna hold this. I'm gonna go step up here and take a picture. You're loaded, aren't you? Yeah, you extra hand. At this point, I want to just make a couple quick comments, and then we're going to do the turning of the tassels in a pretty unique way. But in light of all that's been going on in our world recently, I would like to say that all of us would like to see things improve. And I'm going to tell you that the biggest room in the world is the room for improvement. And we all live in that very room. And a great philosopher, one of my favorite philosophers, wrote a song. His name is Michael Jackson, by the way. But he wrote a song called Man in the Mirror. And basically, he begins that song by saying, I'm gonna make a change for once in my life. It's gonna feel real good. I'm gonna make a difference. I'm gonna make it right. And then he says, I'm starting with the man in the mirror, and I'm asking him or her to make that change. The challenge I wanna give to each one of you guys is to really look in the mirror, and not just the mirror hanging in your bathroom on the wall, but the mirror of your heart and the mirror of your conscience, and see what you can do, what practical steps you can take to make your home better, your community better, your state, your country, the world better. And each one of us owes it to ourselves to do that. And one step at a time, we'll get there. I will say that Rome was not built in a day, but it was worked on every day. Great leadership is not built in a day, it's worked on every day. A successful life is not built in a day, but it's worked on every single day. So, graduates, I challenge you to go mad, M-A-D, go make a difference. God bless you, and I ask each one of you now, I'm gonna ask you to do something that we haven't done except for when they called your name. I'm gonna ask you to stand up out of your car, graduates. Stand up out of your car. Yes, indeed. If you took your gown off, I understand, it's warm. That's all right. I want you to stand up. I want you to put your cap on. You make sure your tassel is on your right, and we're going to flip it. We're going to flip that thing. It's the most unusual way of doing it. But we're going to do this in honor of making a change and making a difference. So you guys have put the work in to get to this finish line, and we're standing on it right here. But it is also the starting line for real life and for the next phase of your life. So while you're standing there, I ask each one of you, to reach up and let's move that tassel from the right to the left. And we do that because you're leaving. I love it. You just left partnership. So we move to the left. All righty. And parents, guardians, Orange County School Board, Superintendent, staff, by the power vested in me from the state of North Carolina and the Orange County Schools District, I present to you the Partnership Academy class of 2020. Beat, toot. All right. At this point, we're going to ask you guys to get back into your vehicles, and we're going to allow Officer Richmond to lead you. Ms. Beasley is going to follow Officer Richmond, and we're going to take a victory lap around this place, all right? You got to keep the speed under 100. But don't pass the police officer, okay? All righty. God bless you.